What's up, guys? My Marmotte had an accident again. And it done a little damage. So I may not be flying for a week or two, but I will be back. I've already got me another frame on the way. I tell you, I love the warranty of Armattan. I just had to fill out a piece of paper and show where the damage was, and then scratch it a little bit and show them that, and they gave me a coupon for a free frame. So I mean, you can't beat it. And and I'm gonna show you the crash right now. I'm gonna cut here and show you. You don't see it all because what I did was I hit the power line. I was going across the field pretty fast and I hit the power line, and it just cartwheeled out through there into the woods. It hit 2 or 3 big logs and bouncing, and then it landed in a mud hole about that deep, old slammy mud hole, and bounced out of that and landed. And I guess it got in the water long enough that it done some damage. Like I say, I soft mount my flight controller with Velcro, and it was kind of damp, so that's not a good idea, I don't guess. But anyway, let me show you what. Oh, and I was able to save part of the flight footage. There's my memory card. It snapped it in half. This is the camera it goes in. It squished it down here so hard it goes in a slot right in there, and a little bit of it sticks out, and that little bit that sticks out is what snapped off when it crashed. It squished it together so hard it cracked it and just broke it off. But luckily I've got my camera set to where it records and saves at every 60-second interval. So every minute it's another clip, because I've lost so much video in the past by not having it that way. So luckily I got part of the crash. But what happened was, and when it crashed, let me show you, it smoked my last ESC, a little small one, which I knew that was going to happen eventually. I've done got my other big one here on it, so I like them. Let me show you the frame. Now, it didn't do any damage to the frame. This damage here was already here from me flying. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see how it separates. The plates separate. That's the biggest problem I found with this frame, is it don't break like normal carbon. The plates start separating, which I think I can fix it. I believe I've seen other people do it. Just put some glue in there, lay something real heavy on it to where it matches all them plates back together, and most likely I already did that to the end here. This end right here, it was separating bad, and I filled them plates full of glue and squished it back down, and now it's pretty hard. And I ain't had no more trouble out of that. So I believe that's going to fix that. But like I say, I've already got my other frame on the way. I don't know if it was the water that damaged everything or the crash, because when I crashed, it damaged my battery here a little bit. I've done straightened it out. This corner here was squished way down to here, but I've mashed everything back out, and the battery seems to be okay. It broke one of my big old straps. I had 2 on it, and it broke one of them. The battery was just hanging. Something caused my FrySky, my FrySky XM Plus receiver to go bad. It was probably the water, I don't know, but it don't work anymore. Luckily I've got another one of them though, so I ain't worried about that. My VTX, it still comes on and powers on and get lights here, but it don't get hot anymore, and it don't transmit any video, so undoubtedly it ruined that too. So now I've been wanting to replace this anyway with something better. It fried my flight controller again, and this didn't work either. My PDB, it had quit. But after I took it off, I tapped on it a little bit. Now when you plug it up, it seems to work. But I'm really afraid to use it because, hell, it might go out mid-flight again. You never know. I don't know if I can trust it. And I'm telling you that I'm limited so much on space on this thing that I think I'm going to go a different route this time, and I'm going to do things a little different. I'm going to try soft mounting things with rubber, and what I want to do, I want to get away from these right here. What I want to do is get a like a F4 board or F7 board or something like that that's got a PDB built into it, so it's just one single board. It would save me so much space, and it would help me get my VTX that I'm going to order on here better. Now, the reason I hit the damn power line, I used to have a big run camera in this thing, a big Runcam 2, and the video was stable as it could be, but I messed it up, and so then I just used the case and I put a micro arrow in here camera and just hot glued it in. Okay, and it works, but when you give it much throttle, especially at full throttle, it's like vibration or something. I don't know what it is, but that I didn't have in the other camera. I don't know if it's because it's hot glued in there and it's just at the back, not at the front here, and it lets the camera wiggle. I don't know, but it makes it hard to see little things like branches, and I hit the power line. I want to get a camera too. This thing is only made to take a mini camera. Even though I've got a big camera in it now with a little tiny one in there, I've got a micro camera, and I can probably make it work in here, but the lens is so far back when you do that you see these sides, and I can't fly for that. So it has to be either a great big camera, which I don't have anymore, or a mini camera. So I need a mini camera, like a Foxy or Predator Mini or something like that. Problem though is I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money. Damn it! I got 80 bucks, and I need. I'm gonna get the. I've done a lot of research on the VTXs, and I believe I'm gonna go with the Rush tank. It seems like the best option. It's gonna be a tight fit in here, but I believe I can make it work. Especially if I get an all-in-one board to go up here with the PDB and flight controller built in. But the Rush tank's going to be $35, and most flight controllers are around 40 bucks. So I'm already getting close, you know, to my limit there. I think it's $75 or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, and a camera's going to be like $35, so I'm going to come up short some money. So anyway, any of you guys want to donate $5 or $10, I'll leave a link down below to my PayPal, and you can put it in there if you want to, and if you don't, fine. But otherwise, it's going to be even longer before I get flying, because I don't know if I want to go back with this, because the damn video is just too shaky. And I don't know if it's the hot glue causing it, or it could have had something to do with this arm being like it is. I don't know, but it's still fairly good. I mean, I just don't know. But I want to do a lot better job of building this thing this time. Like I say, I want to go with rubber mounts, soft mount it right. So there's lots of little things I'm going to need, and I may be a little short on cash, guys. But like I say, luckily I've already got another receiver. And my motors are still good, and my VTXs, and my ESCs are still good. I've done checked all that. My batteries are still good. I got another battery strap. I got the frame coming. Like I say, all I need is a VTX, which I'm going to order. And I don't know what flight controller to get. I don't know if I should. I don't know anything about them. All I've ever used is these SP Racing F3 flight controllers. And I've had about 5 to go bad on me. So I really want to try something different, something better. And I want it to have a PDB built in, because there's just no room on this thing. See, I usually run it like this. That's the way I've always ran it. So in order to do that, you can't get a big VTX back here, because it hits right here. Now I was thinking this time, whatever I get, I'm going to try to run it this direction, and let my wires come straight up through the top. They'll come up right through these holes right here, which right where my battery sits, and my cam fits right there, and it leaves just enough room in between for the wires to come up through. I believe that would be my best option. Then I've got, let me see here, let me line the holes up. Then I've got full room back here to put a 30 by 30 VTX. Oh guys, I just don't know. Damn, I'm constantly working on this thing. If the damn camera hadn't been so shaky, I believe I'd have seen the power line and not hit it, but not for sure. Alright guys, I guess this is it. Like I say, the warranty on this thing was one of the easiest things I've ever done. I'm just tickled to death with how this turned out. So hopefully in a week or two, or longer, if I'm a little short on cash it'll take longer, but hopefully in a week or two or 3 or 4 I'll get back flying. So you guys have a great day. I appreciate all your help.